So why was it important for SMD to write this third book, and how does it complement the previous books? We wrote our first book a decade ago, and it really did a great job of outlining how to connect HR or people data to business outcomes using analytics. But over the past 10 years, we've been using data and analytics in organizations to drive real impact for them, and hundreds of them. And so over that period of time, we've learned a lot of things. And I would say that this third book really is the culmination of 10 years of implementing change and driving outcomes in an organization using data and analytics. And so I'll give you a good example of this. Several years ago, after analyzing turnover data and employee experience data, one of the things we identified was that the drivers of voluntary turnover for new hires, so employees that have been at the organization for less than a year, are significantly different than the drivers of turnover for employees that are more tenured within the same organization. So what this means is if all you're doing is you're taking a peanut butter approach at reducing voluntary turnover, you have to segment the data based on tenure to really reduce, because otherwise you're going to miss important conclusions that can be drawn from the analytics. So having said all of that, how we collect the data, how we analyze the data, even types of interventions and things we do on the back end are very different depending on the stage of the employee life cycle. So we have an entire chapter in this book dedicated to measuring the employee life cycle, where we capture and discuss a lot of those things and key learnings and best practices, if you will, that we've gathered over the past 10 years of doing this analytics work in real life in practice.